Rick Péwé for Gone Jeepin'. A build on a Comanche. Got an 8 1/4 look on the inside and 35s.
Must be good time.
Yeah. Let's open the hood. This is gonna be good. Hi there, Rick Péwé for Gone Jeepin'. I'm here with Bradley, and he has Mpower Lights, a build on a Comanche. Who has Comanches anymore?
Hardly anyone.
Well, luckily you. We saw it. First off, we thought we were going to get in trouble because the Forest Service, they were going to get us, right?
True.
So what year is it?
1988.
Okay, and that was like near the start of production.
Yes, yeah.
And you've had it for how long?
6 years, yeah.
Wow, half its life.
Yep.
Oh wait, no, the math is wrong. Okay, so why'd you build it other than they're cool?
The real reason, we built a Wrangler last year for SEMA, and I watched a new JL 392. I watched a lot of people just walk right by it. So my wife, very intelligent woman, said, you need to build that Comanche that's just been sitting behind the shop for all these years. And I said, no problem. That's all I needed was the permission. So.
Oh, that's awesome, yeah.
Yep.
It really is nice. And I'm looking at it, it's fairly stock-ish.
Yeah, it's
You have a lift on it because you notice the cutout flares and everything. So what's the front and rear axle?
So we got a Dana 30 in the front, Chrysler 8 1/4 in the rear. We got Yukon 456 gears and their AutoLockers front and rear. And we got rid of that FAD system, put a YJ axle shaft through.
That was probably one of the worst things, having a two-piece axle up front.
Absolutely.
Yet there are ways to fix it, and that's what's cool. And 35s?
35s, yeah, they're Falken RTs with a 17-inch wheel. I know a lot of guys would have preferred a 15 on this, but I think it looks pretty good.
But it does look fairly proportional. And what about your lift kit?
So we used a 4.5-inch coil spring and then got another 2 inches out of the ACO spacers. We got Fox shocks with it. And then the funny part with the rear, it's just axle over with a stock spring.
Which is actually really easy.
Really easy,
Because these came with nice springs.
Yeah, exactly.
So put it over the axle and you're done. And your Forest Service logo?
Yeah, we went with the Department of Adventure instead of Agriculture, and my favorite part's the bear drinking the beer under the tree.
What kind of beer?
I'm thinking that maybe it's a Miller Lite, I don't know. If it's me, it'd be an IPA.
There you go. Well, let's take a look on the inside because it's kind of nice too.
So inside we did Corbeau racing seats, put a Avenue Performance steering wheel, little center console. It's got an AX15 transmission with a short shifter, and then the radio's a retro sound radio, so it looks old, but it's actually Bluetooth. So it looks old, but works like a new radio.
So those are two important upgrades to a real radio that works.
Yes, radio that works.
That looks old, and the AX15 transmission, because of course it came with what, a Peugeot?
A Peugeot transmission, yeah.
Which were perfectly good when they worked.
Exactly.
That's the end of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about your rack?
So this rack was made by JCR Off-Road for a Gladiator, and we wondered would it work for a Comanche, and sure enough it does. So we wanted the style of a Park Ranger, have the old school lights. These are actually old Dick CPEC Baja lasers.
Those are actually real ones, aren't they?
They're actually real. Found them on eBay. They were brand new in the box.
Oh, that's awesome.
Super old, so they had to come with the build.
In the box.
Yeah.
Wow. And remember, they were just copies of genuine KC daylighters.
That's right.
385,000 candle power each, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I sold plenty of those.
I'm sure.
And then the Molly rack really is cool. You can put all your stuff on it and not worry about it.
Sure, we wanted to have some items that, you know, maybe a service ranger would need. So you got a fire extinguisher, first aid kit, recovery rope, fuel can, and of course a cooler.
Well, of course. You know, you have to have liquid refreshment.
Absolutely.
And here's one cool thing about Comanches is that tailgate.
The tailgate's awesome.
Having that font on that year on a Comanche is so cool. You just can't beat that.
Something that's cool that we can do in Georgia is we can actually register vintage tags.
So this is your manufacturer?
No, so this is actually a real 1987 tag.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And underneath you got an 8 1/4.
8 1/4. So we actually fabbed up the trusses and the shock mounts for it. and that's basically it. I mean, we painted it, threw the leaves in, and really not a bad install at all.
Well, it's not rocket science, but if you do it right, it works well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you don't have to have $6,000 million worth of stuff.
Nope.
Yep. Okay, and a nice bumper with D-rings.
Yeah, these are actually DIY bumpers from JCR, so they send them to you in a box and you bend them and weld them yourself. They already have the press brakes in them, so saves you some money,
a nice way
and
to
you
do
can make
it.
your own bumpers, yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yep, and these cutout flares give you, what, 2 inches to cut?
3 inches front and rear. A company called Notch Custom does it. They're all fiberglass. They have studs on the back, so you just drill your holes.
Zip, zip, zip.
Yep, bolt it in, cut out the excess.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, because this rack, it does look vintage. It looks correct. And then on top, you also have flashing lights.
Yeah, absolutely. We can turn those on and blind your viewers.
Well, here's the thing. If Mpower Lights, that's what you have in the cab. You have it underneath here. What's so cool about your lights? They're silicone?
Yes, silicone lights. So if you're using them as a rock light, you can have a rock come up here and hit them, and you're not going to shatter a lens. A really cool product.
Well, here it is in the flesh.
So it's all silicone, 100%. Doesn't fade, doesn't crack, doesn't get chipped up. It's heat resistant, lifetime warranty.
That's so cool.
Not a bad product. So yeah, we like them as rock lights because you've seen guys that have them and then the rock comes up and busts them and there goes a couple $100. So
not with these.
Nope, you're good to go.
That's great. Well, tell you what, let's open the hood because that's a special surprise for a lot of people.
Okay.
All right, you're stronger than I am.
Yeah, I got you. Your stick's right there on the left. There you are.
There you go. So you got the Dynaman on top.
Yeah.
And boom, here it is. The mighty 4-liter.
Yeah.
How many miles on this one?
So the odometer quit working at 186, and that was about 4 years ago.
and this is the same engine?
Original engine.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's great.
And it runs like a top. It's an awesome motor.
With 186,000.
Yeah. I would have guessed it's over 200.
My highest mileage one is 340 something. It still runs.
I'll tell you my biggest bragging rights on this motor is I actually have the AC working. It actually blows cold, yeah.
Oh,
and we're still R12.
R12?
Yeah, R12.
Oh, wow, that's cool. No, nothing like a 4-liter. That'll last you a few more years.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I tell you, this is some great stuff.
I appreciate it.
And if you guys like this, make sure you like, share, and subscribe because this is the kind of stuff that we like. We want to show it to you. So we'll see you next time.